Carnival 2025 in Jamaica was an experience. You had to be there to, of course, enjoy all the festivities. Welcome, I'm Mariah Ramharack, and this is Carnival CEEN, and of course, I'm hanging out with my usual co-host, Kino Johnson, KJ.
We're here.
Repping for Jamaica, of course, because we're here to talk about Jamaica Carnival. And what about the man who had the ladies going crazy on the truck? Emcee LDV. Jherard, I know it had to be an experience for you and also you, Kino, because both of you, you know, had on different hats. So I think I'm going to start with Kino first today.
Notice, Kino, that we're not suspects today.
No, y'all are my co-hosts today. I decided.
We're not suspects.
Good picking up. But Kino, you know, now that it's done and dusted, we get the opportunity to sit down and really reflect. You look rested because for some time, I know you've been on the go. I saw you today and I was like, Kino looks like fresh. He looks rested.
It was a huge, how do you spell? It's a sigh of relief, pride, humility, as well as accomplishment, because Smirnoff GenXS Kingdom of the Sun set out to present, curate, and deliver top-tier service experiences that is Carnival in Jamaica, and the team did that. So kudos to Smirnoff GenXS, the entire team, KFC. Wata was there. We're gonna see some clips from the beautiful VIP section at lunch. It was so much. It was 364 days of planning, expectation, anticipation, and the Masqueraders from Jamaica, the Caribbean, North America, as far as Asia, China, and India, they all represented on the road, and it's a sense of pride and accomplishment that the GenXS team is saying, we did it, we set out, we listened, and we kind of conquered.
Well, you say that, right? And I'm listening to your response, and all I can think is, Kino, what about Kino Johnson? Did he get any time to have any fun at all?
My fun is now. My fun is looking back and saying, this worked. That was beautiful. Yeah. She had fun. LDV almost fell off the truck, which we told him not to hang off while hyping up his favorite songs.
I couldn't help it.
Does that really happen?
When
it does. I mean,
Mariah Ramharack, this lady right here, heard split in the middle. She's like, oh gosh, I'm working. She was fighting the split in the middle demons and trying to stay cutesy, stay demure while still having the utmost fun.
It was good.
That is a GenXS experience. But I say that to say, the full 360 was just that.
Good.
From 1 to 359, we went full circle in, as I said, planning, actioning, curating, sleepless nights, phone calls, texts, DMs, conversations in supermarket, barber, in flights, this not working, that's working, we need more of this, that. So it was just for the third time. We're proud, we're happy, we're happy that it all came together.
You should have seen Kino, because from the moment I got there, Kino was already at work. And he was just
work mode.
He was on the truck doing his thing, making sure he was marshalling. I saw Kino serving food. I see Kino getting drinks. This guy, he was working.
Anything for the Masqueraders, trust me. It's
good. Good to hear that, Kino, and of course ensuring that everybody got the full experience. For me, I mean, I was working as well, but I was in costume. I was doing a lot of interviews. I got the chance to see a lot of my friends as well on the road, and boy oh boy, I ate a lot. Like,
did you?
KFC kept me covered on the road. I even caught up with their brand manager and all of that. You always see that coming up later on in the show. But Jherard, you now in your DJ capacity, MC capacity, alongside the DJs and everything, talk to me about that experience, because I did catch up with the DJs after, but let's hear from you first, your experience.
You know, I always say that Carnival, the heartbeat of it, even though we have the culture, creativity on display, is really the music, especially that road experience. It drives that road experience. So I know the road march was on Sunday, but from about the week before, you know, I have to get myself in that frame of mind.
You all know MCs have superpowers. Because you all get to control the mood of the crowd based on what you say. You know that, right?
No, trust me.
That's super cool.
And you know that was very much on display on Sunday.
Tell me.
Not only for myself, but for all the other MCs and DJs that you would have seen, that you would have talked to. I don't know, the experience was amazing this year. The Masqueraders had fun. They were enjoying the music, and they were so invested that they came to me afterwards and said, you know what, we had phenomenal time this year.
Wow, and how did you feel? I mean, it's one thing to do a good job, but then when you hear from the people that you do it for, it must feel good, Jherard.
And you know, because I'm a perfectionist, sometimes when I do a set, I always think about what I could have done differently, like almost immediately.
Yeah.
But then when you hear the fans come to you and say, boy, you mash it the place, or
Mariah,
oh gosh.
I will say this to you and the entire world watching on CEEN TV and Rush. This gentleman was 11 minutes late. To start Carnival in Jamaica with the GenXS, Smirnoff and the entire team, he was 11 minutes late. Guess who had to fill in?
You?
It's fine. I've done it before. MC duties is fine. I was on truck 3. You know, bringing up the third cluster. He was on truck number 1. The important first truck that starts Smirnoff GenXS Kingdom of the Sun.
Oh boy.
Emcee LDV. Late. Everybody big up yourself. Doing my best. Hey, where all you from? Who take a flight to come here? Put your hands up. Who's on paid time off?
What?
This guy comes up, cool, gliding, floating. I say, you ready? Not yet. I'm like, how can you be late?
I'm not ready.
And then I say, Jherard, here's it. Not yet. I see him going to corner. I don't know if it was like a Michael Jordan moment. He was like, I ready now.
Yeah.
I ready now. What was that? Tell us, what was that? Is that how you tap into your...
Yeah, I mean, I like to hear, first of all, what's being played. Get a view of the crowd, see what they're doing, who is there, what do they like, what's the vibe. And then I just go, say a little prayer, or do something, speak to myself, and then we turn it. I have to get into LDV mode.
I need the Caribbean word. In Jamaica, we say bossy. What's the equivalent in Trinidad and Barbados for bossy?
Fussy.
Fussy. What all you say in Trinidad? Like bossy, like arrogant, overconfident.
Pompous.
Bombus, pompous, and fussy.
Yeah.
Am I tied in?
Yeah.
This, or MC, the truck one, after he said I wasn't ready, this is him. Where am I? Steps up, looks at his people. Good morning. I see everybody just do this. It's like, God, is that you? Soca God? He commanded the crowd with just one word.
He has
Good
a nice
morning.
voice. He has a commanding voice.
Commanding voice, the rich. I'm ready, I'm here for you, all your, this is a Bajan now talking to you, it's gonna be business. So that, I talk about sense of pride for my team, administratively, all the GenXS directors and managers, but as a former MC and one who say, yo, all right, I have to pay him for his MC services, I was proud in that moment. It took him 10 seconds to say, I am here, so big up and kudos to you, Emcee LDV.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Stage God.
Really good to hear.
Proud of him.
And team, apart from hearing our experiences, I was on the road getting interviews,
Yes,
right?
I saw
and
you.
I caught up with a couple of DJs, and I want you all to check this out and see how much fun they were also having on the road with the GenXS 2025 Carnival in Jamaica. Let's take a look. All right, I'm hanging with the DJ for truck number 1, Kevin Crowne. Kevin, how was the vibe for the first half of today?
Yo, listen, so if you're a experienced carnival goer, you know the first part of the day, it's pictures, it's crossing the stage, it's makeup, it's beauty, it's grand, it's lovely, it's amazing. As the French would say, magnifique. So that's not my favorite part of the road, actually.
So what's your favorite part of the road?
My favorite part is when we get all of the semantics out of the way. The ladies take their pictures, they mud up Facebook, they make the people that did not come to Jamaica jealous. When they start to take off their wings and their headpieces and the costumes start to mess up a little bit and they really let loose and have fun, that's my time to party.
And as you say that, right, you're a DJ.
Yes.
Which song did you find? Like when you play that tune, you find the ladies have no behavior?
Well, there's quite a few. Of course, added ranking young brother. That Bamsi so I can feel it from. All right. Then you have things like Dancer, right? Frisco, classic Frisco bar, right? Then you have things like Marshall, Fling It Up. Yeah, they have so much and so much of the classic songs. For me, once it's soca and I have a nice beat and the truck sounding right, the ladies just naturally want to whine. You ever be in your house and cleaning and a soca song come on and you start, right?
Yes, Kevin. Well, I hope to see you on truck number 1. I'm on truck number 3, but I'm moving to number 1.
Listen. It's no problem to migrate a little bit.
All right.
All right?
All right, Kevin Crowne there, of course, vibing with us here. This is GenX Carnival 2025.
The experience, as Jherard says, starts with here, here, and here. That's music, that's the calypso, the soca, and without remorse, there was a sprinkle, the right amount of afrobeats and reggae and dancehall. And we heard from Kevin Crowne, we heard from so many DJs on the road with GenXS, and these two enjoy themselves presenting the music as well as fetting to the music. So it was a whole experience.
Yeah.
The DJs did their thing for Smirnoff GenXS this year.
They always say enjoy what you do, and I made good use of that opportunity. I enjoyed, I danced, I had my interviews, so it was so good. And you know, one of the things is I missed both of you on the road, but I do recognize that each of you had your different roles and all of that.
Yeah.
But we did meet up at lunchtime, and I want the viewers to see how that went down.
I
So
remember.
Mind you, I was late for lunch as well. What was going on with me there? I was late for lunch.
let
as
me
well.
remind you. Let's watch this one.
How does it look?
Guys, this is Jamaica Carnival 2025, and Kino Johnson could not avoid Jherard and I, and we're having such a good time. Kino, what was the highlight of the first half for you?
Oh, the highlight of the first half is what I've been waiting for. The stage, the Smirnoff GenXS stage was beautiful. All 11 sections across the stage, orderly. Men, women, couples, first-timers, 20-year veterans, and they all were drinking responsibly, hydrating, and getting on real bad just because it's Carnival in Jamaica. So, Smirnoff GenXS Kingdom of the Sun, great start.
Yeah, and you know, Jherard worked. You've been here since early. How was the road in the morning for you?
Let me tell you something. It's all about vibes, energy, and that's exactly what we've been bringing. The people came out early, Mariah. They didn't waste any time. I came here from 7:30, breakfast. Everybody was here. The place was full. And then we went on the road just after 9. And we started from then until the first morning session ended about just after 1. And let me tell you something. The people were non-stop energy. They've been drinking. They've been having them fun. And you know one of the things that I enjoyed so much about this morning session? The people that I saw so far. Carnival brings everybody together. You understand? And we have been enjoying ourselves. They have been enjoying ourselves, and GenXS has been enjoying themselves.
Guys, this is GenXS Carnival. Are you hot?
Like it hot. It's the Kingdom of the Sun because that's what Smirnoff GenXS does. For 2025, we told you that we're going to bring the heat, and the heat is here. You look nice.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you. Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
You're going to be stunned. So I was interviewing one of the masqueraders. She's playing in Surya, which I told her means sun. Wait, Kino, she's going to name her daughter Surya after that interview.
Google Gaga, what do you say? Like, congratulations to mommy, first of all. And it's a blessing, and that is the heights of Carnival, baby. Right here at Smirnoff GenXS. Why? I love it.
All right, listen, you want to say something?
Yeah.
Because I want to whine.
Let me tell you something. You notice that Kino's wearing pink? That Kino is a man of color, and he's wearing pink today. He chose pink. So he's on the road and he's enjoying himself. Mariah, you look nice. Ask Kino what I've mentioned.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Thank you. I want to come on your truck, Jherard, the one that you're vibing on.
All right, that's truck 1, the Smirnoff truck. So big up to all the sponsors as well. That's sponsoring not only this broadcast, but GenXS Carnival.
Well, if you're not in Jamaica and you're not rocking with us, what are you doing?
They had so much good tasting food, you know, and I know that we were just talking about the ambiance of lunch, and mind you, the entire setup for lunch though was amazing. Like, where you came up with that?
Shout
like, no, there
out.
was no standing. Like, you had everywhere was just seating.
Season finale.
And you were just
shameless plug.
Oh my
doesn't
gosh.
exist. It's called handshakes, salutes, and kudos. Marla Morrison, Jeremy Cole,
Auntie Mara.
the entire team, led by those two captains, did it.
Yeah, it was so good.
It was literally just
Unlimited
luxury
food,
from the
yeah.
time you got to the entrance.
I feel like I'm informing on my co-hosts, but I have to say, one point in time, the producer Javid of this show along with Daniel Adams, Daddy Mac, shout out. Guys, where's Mariah? I was like,
I had to eat, it was hot.
guys, where's Mariah? I was like, it was the 4th time. I was like, Mariah is always on time. A la today,
Yeah.
she whipped us into shape because we're a little late for the recording.
No, I'm only on
But-
time when I'm fed, so I was hungry at lunchtime.
When we couldn't find Mariah, I said, guys, look for the tastiest food option. That's where Mariah will be.
Yes, I had to.
Were you
30
right?
seconds. That's right.
I was having lunch.
So we
I was
checked
having
KFC, we checked the
Yeah.
Asian cuisine and the Jamaican, and she was
And she was there.
Yeah.
in all those 3 lines. But
Yeah.
But
Oh, and I had dessert too. I had
you had
dessert.
She had dessert
the
before,
was
and-
actually really sweet though.
It was so
Like,
good.
nice.
so good.
But yeah, apart from just eating, because I had to eat, I mean, look at me, I have to like refuel. I did catch up with the ladies, right? And this was one of the exciting parts of what I had to do. You know, asking the ladies why they chose certain costumes. You know, one thing about women is, you know, we're very particular about stuff. You know, you look at your body, you realize what makes you feel beautiful and all of that. And I had the chance to speak to them about that. And I want you all to at least enjoy these interviews just like I did doing them for you.
Carnival is woman.
Let's
Yeah.
hear some of the answers.
Yeah, ladies, over to you. All right, well, as we know, Carnival is no fun without the beautiful ladies and the masqueraders. Nisa is with me, she's jumping with Sky. So tell me a bit about Sky, and did you love your costume? You look beautiful.
Yes, so this was one of my top 2 choices. Yes, and the reason why I went with it is because it gives you a different kind of feel. It gives you an empowerment. It makes you feel like you are like Carnival is woman. We all know that, but this gave you that feel like, yeah, this is it. This is.
I feel like I know the word. Is it queen?
Yes.
Because I had my headpiece on and I'm walking and I'm like, I'm the queen of this road.
So when I had put on the costume, I didn't have on the headpiece as it, and when I put it on, I was like, wow, this is it. This completes the look. Like, yeah.
How much are you enjoying jumping with GenXS this year?
Go again?
How much are you enjoying jumping with GenXS this year?
As a first timer with GenXS, I have to say I'm really enjoying it. They have went above and beyond with everything, and so far I'm pleased, very pleased.
Well, Nisa, I hope to see you on the road. Definitely hope to take a wine with you, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the day.
Thank you, thank you.
Welcome back to Carnival Scene. You know, we're reliving the moments for Jamaica Carnival 2025. Of course, we love to say Carnival Tabanka, and that's what we're suffering from right here on this show. And team, you know, it was
She
such
had
a
to
good...
remind us, did she?
Y'all know the song, I Have a Tabanka?
Yes.
Carnival
I have
Tabanka.
a carnival tabanka, carnival tabanka. As soon as carnival
Done this year.
when I just
My
start
allergies are
Singing
active.
fever.
Oh, allergies.
So good. But guys, you know, apart from the beautiful women that we just saw and, you know, us reliving this carnival to Bangkok, another part of what really stood out for me at GenXS Carnival this year, the ambassadors.
Yes.
You know, they were very present, always willing to chat with me when I went up to them, of course, to find out, you know, why GenXS? You know, why not be an ambassador for another band and all these things? And it's questions that journalists ask, you know?
Yes.
Why, when you choose to represent a brand, there must be a reasoning behind it. And Kino, I feel like you're in that capacity as well. Maybe you can talk to me a bit, if not personally, like singling out the ambassadors, but what does GenXS look for when choosing someone to represent the brand?
The journalistic reveler has come out, people.
When representing a brand like GenXS and GenX Carnival, it's real pressure.
Yeah.
We set out to have top tier experiences, top tier costumes, masquerading, alcoholic and hydration preferences. Whatever we present to you has to be of the highest caliber. Therefore, if someone is representing us, it should be definitely parallel or even better, if that's even possible. Shameless plug, a la our Emcee LDV. It's a process which comes with detailed analysis and a lot of research. It's not just who is hottest now, who is trending now, who has the best smile, the most hard rock, six-pack, biggest Bamsi, longest,
So that is
beautiful
not-
hair,
so that's not a
the most
factor?
elegant purple dress,
Oh,
the most radiant smile. So those are a part of it. It's not being superficial. It's being physical is a part of it.
You're right.
We're very inclusive in all regards. So it's not just, oh, she's hot, he's sweet, she's cute, he's a hunk, he has X number of followers. No, it's a detailed process led by our marketing team mainly which is Tajay, Monet Flowers. And I heard you spoke with the Rushcam.
Yes.
We onboarded him and elevated him from a top ambassador to part of our marketing team and digital team.
Okay,
so
wow.
he was officially in that capacity for Smirnoff GenXS Kingdom of the Sun 2025. But what I'm simply saying is that it's not easy. Case in point, last year, over 325 requests, emails, DMs of how can we be an ambassador for GenXS. Wow. And of that, more than half of them were atypically worthy. They had over 10,000 followers, apparently good, upstanding citizens. They were in the soca space because one of the first deal breakers, I'd say, which is a harsh reality to many persons who are influential in other cohorts or pockets, is that if you don't truly live the carnival lifestyle or at least acknowledge and respect the industry, it's going to be difficult for us to say, hey, hi Emcee LDV, who is a chair maker and has 200,000 followers, is a great brother, father, friend, XIZ, 123. How can we always directly correlate him to speak to our audiences? So it's a detailed process which you can go well deep into for days, but we just have to be mindful and respectful of other people's crafts, etc. But ensuring that you don't have to be the greatest carnival thrill seeker or carnivalist, but once you can acknowledge and identify within the space, that is the main thing for us.
Yeah.
So 10,000 to 1 million followers, it does matter because we want those impressions, the likes, shares to resonate to the different cohorts and pockets, not just within the Caribbean, but
Got it.
Americas, etc. So it's really detailed.
Wouldn't it also be a case too where you have to take your partners into consideration as well? Because I know GenXS is the overall brand, but you have partnerships.
Like you say, Smirnoff, KFC.
So there are partners in a couple of pockets. The main partner and the obvious partners within Jamaica, we're very sponsorship driven. We curate ideas and have several think tanks and action items with our sponsors who not only put their cash behind the vision, but they put their product and time and timing behind. So, for example, Lasura, Emancipation Park, sounds great in Jamaica, free public party. Smirnoff say, hey, we are a part of that because we, no pun intended, but Jamaica deserves a party at the end of Carnival. So let it be open to the entire public. So shout out to Smirnoff and Rumstripe, the entire team for that. KFC said, hey, okay, we are also going to facilitate some of these free KFC. It's a saucy carnival, as we know from Truck Tree. We are going to facilitate and offer some of the free KFC to those onlookers, those viewers within Emancipation Park too. So sponsors are a huge part of it. So it's not just the influencers, ambassadors, the sponsors, but it's a whole melting pot of not just the cultures, but the behind-the-scene ecosystem. It all has to come together. And as Jherard said, you can't exactly have Smirnoff on board and then have a competing sponsor stepping on their toes. We can't exactly have KFC and be like, oh, let's sell these wings or that hamburger. So it's respecting lines and guidelines, terms and conditions, and ensuring that within the carnival space, it's carnival-centric, and the mantra of GenXS is top-tier quality experiences, and you put that in a nice pot. And you stir it. And you get Mariah, and you get LDV, and you get Young Cho, and you get Kevin Crowne, Private Ryan, and you have Travis. Travis said you need to DM him, by the way, because he's waiting on something from the show a few weeks ago.
All right.
So I don't know, all your training by and say, tell she link me, I don't know what's going on.
All right, I'll have to do that. But yeah, you did. We were speaking about the ambassadors. You kind of touched on the sponsors, but when we come back, we're still going to talk about the sponsors. But let's check out this interview that I did with GenXS brand ambassador Rushcam.
I guarantee it was somewhere bougie and cutesy. If it's Rushcam, I know it's somewhere that is of comfort and delight.
Let's see if you're right. Come on, bring it on.
I ran into one of GenXS's global ambassadors, and I'm going to ask you first of all, why did you decide to associate yourself with GenXS?
The vibes for one. It's a family feeling. I mean, it's self-explanatory. When you come here, it's just like you feel at home. Good vibes. Music is always good. Great system, everything. You know, so it's just.
Are you having a good time? What did you like about the road so far?
I just got on the road because I was trying to assist with Glam Hub. So I just got on the road, but they was on the road, so they can explain.
He couldn't enjoy the road yet because he was helping out. He was being a good global ambassador, right? But what did you enjoy on the road? Because like, this is speaking to me.
So yeah, so I mean, of course we were enjoying the lovely vibes, you know what I mean, the aura, but we're also giving the ladies a nice waistline to wine on, you understand? And I was also taking some pictures as well, you know what I mean, so it's a 2-for-1 special. And that's what we do at Bamsi Pachola Entertainment Group.
Which song that you've heard on the road that the women's Bamsi can't stop dancing? It's like they get loose.
God. Right now, to be honest, Big Dancer by Classic Escobar. That is a big one.
I agree too. Same thing.
Yeah, and what are you looking forward to for the second half? Because for me, I'm just ready to get wild.
That's what the second half is all. Everyone eats belly full, drinks in the system. The second half is the best part to me, personally.
Well, thanks for chatting with us, and I hope to see you on the road. I'll be looking for you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so Rush, you look rested and relaxed. What are you up to?
So this is my favorite part because this is where I recharge before the road. So we're at lunch, we're in this like luxurious spot by Crown Water, getting my cold rags, you know, getting hydrated, chilling, maxing, relaxing, and cooling out before we go back on the road.
What do you plan to do when you go back on the road?
What do I plan not to do when I go back on the road? Everything, right down till we lie down, till the sun come down. Rain look like it's going to fall, but anything.
So I spoke to Shanique before. You know, she said to me, Mariah, you know, I thought GenX couldn't have improved. I felt like there was nothing they could do better. But then she felt like this year the experience has elevated. As one of the ambassadors for GenX, did you feel the same?
Absolutely. Like the difference is like night and day. And the night was lovely, but the day is even brighter, right? Because it's the kingdom of the sun. But seriously, like the Emancipation Park and having like such a vast, luxurious green space is like really impactful, and people are enjoying it. The sun is out, but we still have the trees, we still have the shade. It's not dusty, it's excellent, it's perfect, and I'm happy we're here.
So the one song on the road where I'll see you behaving dirty, which one?
Party. I work so hard, I deserve a party.
Yeah, Rushcam, of course, one of the ambassadors for GenXS. He's been bringing the vibe. You've been, you know, and I can't wait to see you on the road. I'll be taking a wine, you know. Yeah? Yeah? I said it here first. Good, babe. See ya.
Well, what's for sure is Kino, he knows Rushcam, and he was right. Rushcam was cooling off during the lunchtime break, you know, getting ready for the road for the afternoon session. So yeah, he looked pretty cool.
Yeah, man. If you look out for Rushcam on the road, he's always a vibes master with one of his besties, Asha, Dania, the entire team. If I start naming, I'm gonna get in trouble.
Because you might miss a lot.
Whenever you see them, you know them having a time.
From Jamaica to Trinidad
everywhere to Barbados.
I don't know how they do it. Asha is actually she's one of the faces of GenXS.
Okay.
GenX, Jamaica, wherever we are, she's one of the faces. She dances with Machel.
Yeah.
She will do 6-7 concerts in a week, then sort out her Monday wear, then go represent on the road. And when I see her, the conversation goes like, Kino, are you okay? You're looking a little tired. I'm like, shame. I don't know how.
She's built for this.
She's built for it.
I know,
Shout out to Asha Henry.
Since we actually shouting out martial dancers. I saw Nandi Yard on the road.
What?
With GenXS, Nandi.
That's a
And
big
you know, funny enough,
you see that all the
No, I know how he rolls.
like,
smile.
no, Nandi and I actually went to school together.
Okay.
What?
So it has been a while since we saw each other, and I saw her on the road. I was like, "Hey, Nandi, what's going on?" And I was very happy. That's some of the things that I just love about Carnival.
Yeah.
That's one of the things I love. When you bounce up an old friend or family member and you just have vibe.
Full of love, full of vibe,
vibe.
energy.
So,
And you know, one of the things is this energy and this vibe is only possible with the sponsors. We touched on it before we heard from Rushcam, but you know, one of the things that I was on the road to do is, you know, chat with these people, chat with the people that make these things possible. And you know, sometimes, you know, a lot of people take things for granted, but one thing I could say for sure is like, big up to Andrew Roper. We were never out of KFC on the road.
Never.
I saw him stocking up. I think I have a shot of that as well. With like, there was this big KFC tub, and like it was after lunch, and he was like topping it up again.
When I was introduced to Carnival, that was one of the first fascinating things where you had your drink trucks, your music trucks, and then you had your little carts with your ice and your coolers. Restaurants of Jamaica took it to
a different level.
out of camera shot, new level.
Yeah.
With these KFC buckets, I thought it was 1 or 2.
No.
Every 10 feet, it was a real saucy Carnival.
I was in KFC
Beside the
heaven.
Wendy's truck, and then you see a KFC, and then you see wings, and
Trust
then,
me.
you know, it's sponsored and it's free. However, it felt like it wasn't finishing. Like, I wanted KFC in the road. I was like, no, my masqueraders have to eat first.
Yes.
But I see everybody
You
with
say-
a drumstick and a wing. I'm
And I
like,
was like, yo, that's
it
nothing.
can't done. So
That's nothing.
KFC. hands
Big
down.
up, and then all the other sponsors
But the
as
drinks,
well.
though, the drinks. Oh my gosh, the drinks. You thought the KFC could have done? The drinks could not
Garfield.
finish. The
Generative.
drinks could not stop.
If you know, you know.
My cup, I don't even remember the only time I had to put on my cup was probably, what's that? What?
Tell me.
And that is why.
I couldn't find him.
That's why you couldn't find him. And that's why people.
No, it's like,
All I saw when I saw this guy after lunch was, oh my God, insurance. Oh my God, why is he off the truck? I said, Jesus. All right, so Young Chow hanging off that truck. Kevin Crowne over there having 1,000 people, Palance and Jenna Bounce. And then this one right here have like 6, 7 different flags doing whose flag is what?
yeah.
1,000 flag.
I love that.
Yes,
I'm glad
I love
everybody.
it, but when you're behind the scenes and when you're the administrative arm, you have to be like, okay, let's not climb this truss, okay? Let's not tell everyone to pick up something. When that song plays, it's
Pick up something.
It's a promoter's nightmare at times because you want them to pick up the vibe and the energy.
No, they're
But
picking
when
me up.
this
Especially if you're
Bajan-
lightweight, they're picking you up.
When this Bajan say pick up something, she's on you pick up something. I can't do it, but Kel, all right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the sponsors appreciate the energy that masqueraders like you, hype men, MCs like you bring on the road. Trust me, it brings everything full 360.
Let's check it out. Let's see my conversations with some of these sponsors. All right, so I'm here with one of Carnival sponsors, Digicel. Of course, Brittany, she is one of the marketing executives at the brand. And you know, it's a #1 brand when it comes to phone and of course, connectivity. So talk to us, Brittany, how's the vibe like and how proud are you to have Digicel associated with GenXS Carnival?
All right, so you know Carnival is a big thing in Jamaica and we're absolutely proud to partner with the baddest, biggest band, GenX, and they of course align with us. And we're here at Emancipation Park. We're providing Wi-Fi. We even have our charging port right here underground so you can stay connected and better fit in and better connected, of course, with the #1 connectivity, Digicel.
Let me just tell you, I can't endorse that because I have a Digicel plan and there was at no point in my jamming on the road that I lost connection.
Exactly, because of course, you know, we have our poles everywhere. The connection is high, you're on the road, and you have your Digicel SIM, you're gonna be connected for the entire road march.
Well, Brittany, keep up the good work. So happy to have Digicel and I hope that, you know, the partnership continues.
Definitely. It was
You look beautiful.
Thank you.
Bye. Well, I'm in KFC heaven. Thanks to you, KFC has been keeping me full on the road. This is actually filled with food. Talk to me, Andre.
Oh no,
Talk to me, talk to me.
it's been fantastic. KFC, glad to be a part of GenXS Carnival again. You know, there's no KFC in Jamaica without KFC hot wings. We've been keeping all the revelers fueled all carnival season at all the fetes. All day here on the road, we had hot wings before lunch. We had hot wings at lunch. And we have more hot wings for the rest of the day. And then we have KFC for supper. And of course, we have our KFC truck. We have Bunji Garlin performing in a couple of hours' time. Now he's gonna perform in the Carry Jamaica remix, which we partnered with him to do. But it's been a fantastic carnival. Amazing to be a part of Carnival again.
Yeah, thank you for feeding me on the road.
Oh, you're welcome. We wouldn't have it any other way.
Andrew over there, of course, the brand manager, well, his pass says VIP, but you know, he's been putting in the work and he's been ensuring that all the GenXS masqueraders have been fed.
We're trying our best to cure the tabanka that you may be going through. I know that some people are probably creating more tabanka, but we're trying our best. But this is we're looking back at our experiences with GenXS on the road, Kino of the Sun for 2025 Jamaica Carnival.
The tabanka is real.
Yeah, trust me.
Carnival in Jamaica ends with a bang. I love
That's Loop News.
I love Loop News.
Yes,
but when this popped up, I was like, does Loop News have like a chip in my brain because they hit the title on the head?
We were trying our best. We were trying our best.
Jeez,
but we
I'll do it every time.
Yeah, and you know, one of the exciting parts, I know we talked about the costumes and we talked about the revelers. The ladies explained to us why they chose certain costumes. But it was so beautiful to see all of them on the one stage together, crossing the stage. That's one of the elements of the carnival here in Jamaica that we enjoy so much. And let me tell you something, right? This is when Kino had to pull out all the stops because people, I saw Kino working security and taking people. I'm like, you know, this man was saving wigs. This man was saving leg pieces, back.
So, Mariah can tell you, she grew up with this.
Yeah.
Stage crossing is the climax of the pageantry.
I always tell people it's a feeling.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
You have to experience it.
Deeply rooted emotion that is only evoked when it's like you're saying, I've done it, I've saved, I've went to the gym, I've hydrated, I fit in my costume, I'm here with my friends, I haven't seen my schoolmate in years. Everything comes and makes sense at that point.
It's like the Olympic when you win the medal. So you train.
It's not even medal, not even podium, not even like hearing the anthem. It's like just being called an Olympian.
Yes.
Just the fact that you're representing something that is deeply rooted, and it's not just a zip code or a province or a parish stamp.
Yeah.
It is representing a movement collectively, and then now the true essence of the stage is if your representation is better than my representation, or is my representation better than Mariah's representation? Get in your section. Which section is the best? So you have stages that you walk over. With Smirnoff GenXS Kingdom of the Sun, we had sections. It was 12 sections, but we allowed the T-shirt Sunseeker to hop in wherever they felt like they wanted to, because if you're in a T-shirt, we're not going to group you. We're going to say, okay, you're chipping with Jherard, you're chipping with Mariah, you can't go there. But to see everybody looking for okay, where's Azula? Okay, where's Sky?
Where's Mazara?
We're ready. One of my friends, I'm not gonna call your name Mel. She did this. You know this? You know this? I said, Mel, what's going on? She said, we're crossing. I was like, I know, you're next. I said, I know, I've waited for this. I said, oh yeah, you're here last year. Yeah, but I didn't cross, I was too nervous. I was like, is this real? Is she really saying that? She's Jamaican born. I think she has a Guyanese parent, but she lives in South Florida.
Well, now everybody knows who she is. Big up, Kino.
Big up, Mel. Mel B. Mel was doing this for so long because it meant that much to her. She's a masquerader, she's a carnival thrill seeker. She's been going for 2 decades now. She's in her 30s, big up, Mel. But the fact that she got that experience with friends and family in Jamaica, it was like no other tour. And then there's a little less pressure. In Trinidad, Mariah and her friends and family at the Mecca of Carnival has a whole scale of grading and this and that and feathers and angles and 45 degrees and
has to be
tempo
perfect,
of it. Has to be perfect.
Yeah.
Jamaica, you have to just feel perfect. So we're in our section with GenXS Kingdom.
We feel
of the Sun,
perfect too, in case you're
and
wondering.
we crossed. What Jherard was referring to, shout out to Cyclops and the security team, because that rope, that presence from Juve comes straight to Carnival Sunday, spot on.
Yeah.
However, myself, Odile Ramdeen, Ajane Green, directors and managers, we had to be super securities. Few masqueraders wanted to cross, and it wasn't in the costumes. How do you warmly, amicably, sternly say, hey, hi Jherard, I know you paid your money. You own a Sunseeker, but right now, Jherard, you're in cut-off foot pants and Clarks. That's not our section. Could you please step over there and watch Mariah and Scorpion and Patrick, who are in their sections, in their costume, cross the stage. So it's just ensuring that the full experience for those who want it to be done properly is done properly.
Yeah.
And of course, when you hear Patrick Heitman, get in your sections! I was like, I ran out. I was like, shoot, I'm working. So, Patrick, and they have Finger and Emcee LDV and Chow and Crowne.
And Crowne playing the music.
I even saw Private Ryan and Travis touching the microphone, and those are behind the scenes DJ, but it was just
amazing. It was
climax.
Amazing. So how you explain catching the wigs now and the leg pieces?
What happened was, to each his own.
Yeah.
Some ladies' accessories start by glue or sew or just nice spandex. If she's crossing the stage and it wasn't quite working with her flow,
Oh, you saw him catch
Oh, trust me.
she took off said wig.
Yeah.
And she said, dear friend Kino, please hold this for me.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
And since it cost $500 for said wig, I held it for her.
Yeah.
Her headpiece was beautiful.
She didn't want that to be
I didn't
done.
get a shot at that. I could have showed the viewers.
No, it's fine.
was
So we
amazing.
catch wigs, we pull.
You do whatever you have to do.
Anything for the masqueraders.
Yeah.
See, I see Kino walking with a backpack. I'm like, where's this guy going? What's he doing?
Anything for my queens on the road. Anything.
So crossing the stage was a big highlight, but another highlight was Bunji Garlin's performance.
Oh, like space.
That was incredible, spiritual, therapeutic, any sort of adjectives you could find, because there's so many emotions when he performs.
Freestyle something like Bunji.
No, not that good.
Freestyle something.
I don't want to shame myself. But he does say I'm not going no small fest, only big fest.
See there? Boom. All right, so my directors don't like when I get too excited because I tell too much behind the scenes, but I have to share with you. So we had a grand spectacle in Privé, Caesar launch, and my broski, friend of ours, young brother, was in Jamaica.
Big up.
He had a decision that he had to make, which saw him actually missing his flight. Family personal decision. We respect and love you. YB, big up. We'll see you in a carnival soon.
Big respect.
YB wasn't able to come and be on the KFC truck for that saucy carnival. One text, one phone call to Fayan and Bunji. Say, I hear. It was the quickest negotiation ever. So Bunji came, we booked him for Juve, Immortals Juve. That was a frenzy. That was amazing. That was awesome. So for Bunji to acknowledge that we need a top-tier caliber artist to come and perform, he said, team, are there. We figured out Bunji isn't cheap, right? Bunji comes with a few zeros, a little rider, and
but he's worth it.
He's more than worth it. But the fact that the negotiation with Cara Danielle, our PR entertainment manager, and Tajay and the guys went so quickly and so smooth, and that Andre Roper, head of Restaurant Jamaica Marketing, he also said that Bunji was a star. Many DJs are playing one of the biggest remixes in Jamaica history as per Carnival in Jamaica. We played it. Bunji has done curated it and remixed it just for Jamaica.
Jamaica version.
Spilling the beans again. This was done by Andre Roper and his team from KFC.
Wow.
Not once did we hear KFC carry it. So it was a shameless and selfless act for boosting Carnival in Jamaica by KFC, Roper and the team. Because he said, no, if you're gonna carry it, big up to help me out, Sando and Marval and Arima, but if you're coming, if you're land at Kingston or Mobe, you have to big up St. Macy, you have to big up Porty and St. Thomas and so on. So KFC actually were the curators, the behind the scenes maestros of carry it Jamaica.
But you know what's crazy?
Yeah.
You know what's crazy though about that performance and that song is how quickly Bunji, I know Bunji's freestyle, etc., but you know to remember that version and then the original version, that's crazy, you know?
Yeah, crazy. Well, let's check out how the crowd reacted to when Bunji performed. Let's check it out.
Get it. All right, so as I read this Loop News article, Cubans revel in the festivities of Carnival in Jamaica. Before my beloved, respected Emcee LDV came to work on Carnival Sunday for Smirnoff GenXS Kingdom of the Sun, I was emceeing and hosting and I was speaking Spanish because I said, where everybody from Guyana? Shout out to my Haitians. St. Vincent in the building. I said, where are you from? I was like, oh, I said, Aruba. They're like, no. I was like, oh. They said, Cuba. So I was like, hola, todo bien? ¿Cómo está? Viva Cuba. They're like, ah. So Loop News caught them, and if you check it out, go to loopnews.com, you'll see the interview where they interviewed some Cubans who actually reveled in Carnival. They were spectators. They respected the ropes and the parameters, but they were able to enjoy the pageantry.
Yeah, it's for everybody.
I'm slightly bilingual. I know my Spanish, but that's one thing we do at GenXS. We are true through and through to listening, as I said, barbershops, supermarket, flights, DMs, Mariah's DMs, Jherard's DMs, because it's one big, deeply knitted community, and that's what we do. If you don't believe me, ask my fellow directors, Tajay Belafonte and Kibe Magan. They spoke with the team at our beautiful lunch spot in Emancipation Park for Smirnoff GenXS Kingdom of the Sun. I'll say that again, no edit. For Smirnoff GenXS Kingdom of the Sun 2025. Have a look-see.
All right, so now I'm hanging out with Kibwe. Kibwe is one of the directors at GenXS, but he loves to remind people that he's also associated, one of the co-founders of Glam Hub, a brand that you're very proud of.
No, of course. I mean, Glam Hub is 15 countries, but this is a GenX event, so let's focus.
Yeah, tell me about the vibes today. Kibwe, it's my first time jumping with GenX, and I have to say I'm having an absolutely good time. Are you pleased with what you've been seeing for the first half?
Let me tell you, we're very happy with where we are. I mean, we hit a lot of the targets that we went out for, and to be honest, you know, last year was something that we felt like we were recovering from. There were a lot of mistakes that happened last year. But then what we did, we reinvested in the brand. You know, we also have GenX in Miami, and it was the #1 band of last year. Then we went to Trinidad and we had our section in Tribe with 300 people, and that was successful. So it was those collective learnings that we reinvested into our product, and now this is the result, and we're actually pretty happy. I mean, we have to really be thankful to our sponsors because they understood the vision, they understood the plan of redemption, and this is really what it is. This is what it is. This is the result.
Yeah, really happy you spoke about that security issue, because I spoke to one of the masqueraders this year, Shanique. She's played before, all the years before, and she said she didn't think GenX could get better, but they did.
Oh, I love to hear that. And the crazy thing is, you know, we're tracking all of these comments online, and when you watch what people are saying, they're like, yo, GenX win, and we're like, yo, we're getting there.
Yeah. Well, I hope you enjoy the vibe. Grab something to eat for sure, because we're getting ready for the second half.
Yes.
Yeah?
It looks like it's going to rain.
Oh, wow. I'll take that. It's hot, viewers, so I'll take the rain. All right, so Tajay is with me, and you know, viewers, he's no stranger to our show. He's been on, you know, letting us know what's coming up. But I know, Tajay, it doesn't end today. And you know, I say the word end and I feel sad because I'm gonna wear this costume for some time. Tell me what's coming up after this one.
So right now we're at the lunch experience that we put a lot of work into this lunch experience. So thanks to our team that we've got this amazing lunch experience, thanks to our sponsors. So we're at lunch right now. We're going to leave lunch and head on the road for a couple more hours. We're going to have a special performance by Bunji Garlin, brought to you by KFC on the road. Then we're going to come back here for KES the Band live. So KES the Band is going to perform right here, live, for like an hour or so, right? Then tomorrow now, if you got any tickets, this event is actually sold out. It's called Ocean X. It's a double catamaran cruise to Maiden Key. So we have about 300 masqueraders that have bought tickets in advance to go on the cruise. to Main Key. Now, if you come on the beach on your own, you can still partake in the festivities, right? But to get on the catamaran, to get the inclusive beverages, you have to have bought the ticket. But guess what? After Ocean X, which ends at around 4 or 5 o'clock from Main Key, we have an event called XS Sunset, which is completely complimentary with your GenXS Immortals wristband. Yeah. So once you have your wristband and you play mass on the road with us, you come there tomorrow. It's at the Grand Excelsior Hotel. It's complimentary, right?
Yeah, and Tajay, I just want to tell you, because I noticed I was on the truck trying to get some breeze because it's been hot, but I saw you working really hard, and on behalf of the Masqueraders, thank you, because I saw you even running with like some flags and poles and stuff.
Yeah, man, we have to do everything here. So like, this job is not something that, something that we love, but it's not something that is easy, and it's something that everybody has to chip into different roles. So we have different people in charge of different things, but on Carnival Day, you have to be in charge of everything. You have to be like, it's the Masquerader first, and you have to, be cognizant of the experience, and you want to make sure that experience is high level. So.
All right, well, I'm warming up for the second half. I love my sports, so second half, we're scoring.
Second half, we're in the lead right now. We're 1-0 of the main show. We maintain a lead and score another goal, so we can get to the next level.
Man City for the win, not Arsenal.
Arsenal for the win.
Yes, this is Carnival CEEN. We're rocking with you, reliving the moments of Jamaica Carnival 2025. And what's for sure, team, is, GenXS and that entire presentation. I want to say presentation because it had so many different aspects
exactly what it was.
of it, right? It ended on a high, because it wasn't like you played Carnival all day and then you just like pick up your things and go home. At the end, everybody regrouped at Emancipation Park, and there was so much in store for each of us because, there was food again. So, of course, everybody ensured that their tummies were filled to maximum capacity, topping up your cups again, making sure you have enough alcohol. But that was not the star of the evening.
It was not about food and drink alone at Emancipation
Park. Tell them.
Before we went to Emancipation Park, there was, when I got there in the morning, it was breakfast. Fine, breakfast. Chairs were out, massage beds were out by lunchtime, one setting. All right, fine. But when we got back post-lunch, it was as if you were walking into a different kingdom of the sun.
Dinner time. You have to change the setup.
There was a different scene.
Yes.
The chairs that I was sitting on at lunch, I have no idea. Kino will have to tell me where they were because they disappeared.
Jeremy and team packed them up in under 1 hour.
There was a different
But you have to tell them
setting.
why they packed them up.
All right.
There was a different setting, trust me.
In the beginning, GenXS had a different lunch spot.
Story time.
We said, what is most impactful for our masqueraders? What's our mantra? Top tier quality experiences. So we said, all right, put down that food and beverage experience.
Yeah.
We have this idea of an artist. How can we make it even better? Guys, there's comfort. Mariah's gonna have her massage. Jherard is gonna have his food options, dessert, cool rags. So no, we still can do more. What about everybody? Carnival in Jamaica, not Carnival in GenXS with 4,000, 5,000 people. Carnival in where?
Jamaica.
Say it with me, Carnival in
Jamaica.
Scorpion, say it with me, because Carnival in? When you hear Jamaica, what do you think about? You think about Debanos, Duns River, certain marquee places, Port Royal. But when you say Kingston, Town, Concrete Jungle, you say, okay, Emancipation Park.
Yeah.
Can we go there? Few hurdles, few roadblocks. We made it happen. We got inside Emancipation Park, and it wasn't just for us and space, and so that Mal and Jeremy and team could plan their site maps and have a nice layout for Mariah and the entire masquerading
No, it was spacious
outfit.
though. It was really spacious. Really was. Most times those things are cramped.
Yes. One of the key things for us was the people. We wanted everyone to have accessibility to some GenX experience. So putting together the food and beverage. As I said earlier, KFC said, we'll give you a little more. Hydration, what's available, we'll share with the masses. But the grand finale, we want everybody to see it. And when you hear Carnival and Band, KES the Band, it only made sense to have KES do the last hurrah.
No, it was an actual like a concert.
It was a whole concert.
I have to tell the viewers,
Yes,
I was shocked.
KES.
I thought KES was just gonna come out there and perform like 2 songs, then go.
And you know, when people talk about how expensive those costumes are, I always tell them, you're not just paying for the costume.
You pay for a concert
You pay
too.
for the costume, you pay for your unlimited drinks, and you pay to see KES the Band.
And the food.
Live.
And then not only KES, because you had Bunji, we should have had Young Brother. So, I mean, he could have been there too. You see KES and his entire band. And do you all know that one of the members of the team on KES the Band, I know he's a stage manager. He taught me at high school, right?
Really?
Yeah, so, and he always remembers me from class.
What in class?
I mean,
what were you doing in class?
If you're doing,
Paying
if you're
attention.
carnival
Okay,
scene, if you're doing carnival scene, it's pretty hard to forget your student.
In case you missed.
But I wasn't doing carnival scene back then.
Not
I was
then,
studying history.
not then. But you were studying history then. But now you're in history.
As corny as it may sound, what is a liberating, uplifting way for the people to enjoy Carnival in Jamaica? Shout out, homage, respect to those who were before GenXS, before Jherard Morris, before even Exodus. Barely the Dragonaires did it for the people. Some 40, 50,000 people in the streets. It was televised, 10 camera shoot,
Loved
costumes masquerading with carts and trolleys of that weigh over 500, close to 1 ton pounds. We wanted to bring some of that back. So we said, Emancipation Park has to be it, or we have to have a marquee finish to say, thank you, GenXS, and thank you, Jamaica, for allowing us to represent ourselves, our culture, as well as have a good time in Emancipation Park.
And team, you know, well, I caught up with Jherard again at this point in the night because, you know, he was off the truck and everything. And we conducted some interviews. We asked the fans that were there at Emancipation Park, what are you looking forward to from KES the Band? I did ask them a bit about their experience as well. You know, how was the road? How much did you enjoy jumping with GenXS? Some of them were first timers. A lot of them were returning revelers. So I want you all to check this out because it sort of set the stage, literally, for KES the Band to come on the stage. And then you'll see also the reactions of the crowd when KES was performing, because even I was like in a frenzy because I'm like having goosebumps. There are a lot of top songs this year. Coco T.
Mariah, did you remember how I was when KES jumped on the stage?
No, I know. I couldn't forget.
I was waving my flag.
Proud. He was so proud. It was just
yeah, trust me, it was.
And he, like, even in the interview, you could tell, like, when Jherard was doing it, he was saying, like, you know, KES is not just like, you know, not just like a singer or all of that. He was speaking about the artist that he is, everything that makes.
So if it's a snapshot of how a GenXS partner or masquerader or sponsor feels, Scorpion, it's these two right here. So we are happy. We are proud that you two were happy. It's not about you, it's about?
It's about those on the screen.
All right, let's hear from them.
Yes.
Well, viewers, I did promise you to find out what the public thinks about KES the Band, and I'm here with one of the beautiful masqueraders, and she's gonna, first of all, tell me what you think about KES, and are you excited?
I love KES, always love KES, will still love KES.
Yeah, what do you think about KES the Band? Are you excited?
I'm excited, I love KES, I've been listening 15 years.
What's your favorite KES song? You have to prove it,
There's so many. Savannah Grass.
She loves Savannah Grass. I wonder who she loves. What is your favorite KES song?
This year or generally?
Give us both.
Okay, this year, Medicine, and my 2 favorite KES songs. We're going all the way back to 2008, right there until the morning. That's what it's around.
What? So I have a question, right? When KES walks into the stage, what do you plan to do? Are you that spectator that goes wild, or you're just gonna like soak up the performance?
Yeah, so I'm gonna absorb it. I haven't been able to see him at all this year, so I just wanna absorb the feeling.
Well, thank you so much. One last one for you. Why do the ladies love KES? I always ask him when I interview him, why do the ladies love KES?
Because he's fine.
Well, you heard it right.
And he's also very talented, lyrically, musically. He's an amazing voice, but he's fine.
Thank you so much. Well, the ladies rule. The lady says that KES is fine, apart from being so talented, so gifted with the music. And we're going to continue bringing in the different spectators as we keep you updated. And we're getting ready for KES the Band. KES the Band and his big performance. This is GenXS 2025.
Hi, what's your name?
I'm Dora. What's your name?
I'm Jherard. Or you can call me LDV. Or you can call me LDV.
Okay.
Right now you're live on CEEN TV. So the people want to know about your experience with GenXS.
Okay. GenX has been absolutely amazing. It's my first year jumping with GenX and I have to say I'm impressed. I came on the road after lunch and the vibes, immaculate. I love it.
Did you come with your crew or by yourself?
I came with my crew, of course.
Is it better to fit with your crew or you don't care as long as it's vibes?
Because I've been lost a couple times and everybody's just so nice and I love it.
All right. So, there are two parts of this jam, this road jam, this masquerade, this revel. You started in the morning or did you prefer to come in the afternoon?
I came in the afternoon, yeah.
All right. Why did you choose the afternoon?
Because I'm a sleepy girl.
So you've been going fete after fete?
Yeah. No. I didn't go to any fetes at all. This is like my first carnival encounter. No parties, nothing prior to. This is my first encounter.
So you made sure that you were rested and ready to go for the road?
Rested and beautiful.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Doesn't she look nice? Mr. Cameraman, just show her the costume, please. Show us the costume.
Great carnival season. GenX take it. Yeah, man, definitely. It's crazy.
So, there's a bias where they always say the ladies love KES. Are you looking forward to see KES perform? He's an absolutely stunning performer.
We're just here for the ladies, really. You know what I mean? And the performer. We love carnival. We love all of the songs, every soca songs. You know what I mean? We're just here for the vibe, really. We like the ladies.
Well, I hope you have fun with your friends. I'm going to continue working and bringing the vibes to all viewers, but enjoy the rest of the night.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, of course, the viewers, the viewers, the spectators, everybody here having a really good time. Jherard is about to hop back into the frame. Jherard, he really wanted to be a part of our broadcast, and I gave him the opportunity.
I can tell because he looks like he was having fun and he could have missed the opportunity to be on TV.
Yeah, so, we're going to get ready now to go stage side.
You can't just tell people that we're getting ready. We're going to hype them up.
Hype them up.
We are about to see one of the best, craziest, most talented people in the soca scene.
Yeah, I'm talking about none other than the man from sweet, sweet Trinidad and Tobago, KES and his entire band. I hope you enjoy.
I want to guest in a backup singer, Mariah.
I mean, I would really want to try out, but I'm about to lose my voice.
Yeah, we've been using it all day.
Yeah, but it has, it's been worth
worth it, Jherard. It's really been worth it. I mean, KES always delivers when it comes to the performance. It's such a good time.
Let me tell you something, right? If people think that Carnival in Jamaica is something that doesn't take off, if they think that it's something that's not enjoyable, they are completely wrong. We are from different countries. You from Trinidad, I'm from Barbados. We have our different experiences with Carnival. But let me tell you something, there's something sweet about Carnival in Jamaica. It may not be perfect, but it's getting there.
I mean, I just love Carnival in any one of the Caribbean islands. I think every Carnival brings something unique with it, Jherard, and I'm here for all of it.
You know, before I was one of those persons, I would wonder if dancehall would fit in Carnival. But after today, especially, I believe it belongs in Jamaica Carnival because that's their culture.
Do you watch Carnival CEEN? I've been saying that all the time.
Yeah, and I agree with you finally.
Yeah, I've been telling you, we can mix it up. Let's mix it up.
Yeah, but let me tell you something, Mariah. I hope that our fans and those viewing and watching us had a great time with us, especially you on the road because we're seeing you mostly. I've been doing a lot of work and so have you on the ground. And I really want to say that I'm impressed with the things that you've been doing. And I know you had a great day.
Yeah, thank you so much, Jherard. And you know, we're signing off just for now, but we'll be back with another episode of Carnival CEEN very, very soon.
Yeah, we're going to ensure that you stay checked on our socials at CEEN TV, Instagram, Facebook, wherever you can find us. And yeah, we will of course be bringing another episode, the post Carnival in Jamaica one. You don't want to miss that one. All right, people. I hope you had an enjoyable day with GenXS on the road. We are signing off right now. Kino is somewhere. We lost Kino a long time ago, but it's okay. We'll see him on the next episode. Bye-bye for now.
Carnival in Jamaica. Or I'll just say Carnival in Jamaica. Carnival in Jamaica. Now, before we go on Carnival CEEN, the special season finale, season 2, I have a question for my fellow Bajan and
Yeah, I hope you're ready for the answer. Go ahead.
Okay, now.
How is Carnival in Jamaica compared to the rest of the Caribbean? I'll start with Mr. Walker, Mr. Cropover himself, Jherard.
As I told the viewers on Carnival Sunday, and as I told Mariah on Carnival Sunday,
Yeah.
the essence of Carnival, or what I love about Carnival, is how the different variations of it. Jamaica is young, but vibes.
Yeah.
I know me, the LDV stands for love the vibes, and I absolutely love the vibes. I don't want to compare it to others because the truth is, Trinidad always in Mecca, Cropover could always be home for me.
You have to go back home. That's why you're saying this.
Yeah, no, I have to. I mean,
It's his country.
Auntie Mia, let me in, please. I was just joking.
Jamaica, though, Jamaica has a carnival, an experience that I truly can say I have never experienced anywhere else.
Yeah.
There's a lot of growth to be done, but it also, like I always say, it depends on who you have that experience with.
Yeah.
And I'm happy I chose to have that experience with the next.
Mariah and her Carnival purists were on the same page. Carnival purists, this is Soca, this is Carnival. First bite of the season. I don't see nothing wrong with that. Mariah got that, and the Carnival purists also enjoyed it. How do you feel about Carnival in Jamaica this year, as well as the right mix in the drops of reggae and dance?
Yeah. So for me, I'll start by saying, one, I'm a Trini, and I know all of our viewers know that. So Trinidad Carnival will always be first for me. And it's not only because I'm a Trini, you've experienced it before.
Yes, it is
Jherard, you know, it's just a feeling, the organization, the planning, everything that goes into it. It's just a big deal, and we already know that. Like, to say otherwise,
it's a lifestyle.
Yeah, we would not be telling the truth if we said otherwise. But that aside now, you know, I've lived in Jamaica for approximately 6 years. I've played Carnival every single year that I've been in Jamaica.
Yeah.
And I have to say, you know, the Carnival continues to grow. You spoke about, you know, room for growth, but I think, Jherard, those that are managing Carnival in Jamaica, they understand the assignment. And what I know for sure is every year they go to Trinidad. They have no problem going, studying what's happening, understanding the business of Carnival.
Yeah.
And every year in the 6 years that I've played, I've noticed small improvements.
Every single year.
Yeah.
Every year there's
growth.
Growth, and not only growth in terms of numbers of who come to play a mass, but growth in terms of remuneration, in terms of what they get back, revenue. Well, how much is it? Like 50 million Jamaican dollars.
Billion, we're in the
Billion.
billions. We're in the billions.
Billion Jamaican dollars. And I am saying these are, you see, what makes Jamaica Carnival so sweet, it is, yes, 1 week, people complain about that, so what? That's their experience, that's the experience here. A week can grow, it only gets more into that. We didn't start with Carnival being 3 months everywhere else in the Caribbean. So why is it that Jamaica is being flagged for having a week?
No man, it's been good vibe. You know,
Listen,
all of that aside, Jamaica
Mariah,
Carnival.
it is a week of non-stop pumping.
Festivities.
Pumping.
So,
oh, you don't work the Carnival week. Sorry, I just want to remind myself. You don't work Carnival weekend. That's your vacation time.
I'm glad you said.
You see me at work,
They're Kerry
but I
Gibbons.
leave and come back and go through, you know.
I know it's your time, it's your season.
I love it, you know.
You know, I need to
I
start.
love it here.
Yeah, I love it. I love.
So, Carnival in Jamaica is what it is now. It's only Carnival in Jamaica. That term, that classification is what it is now. Less than 10 years. So what you are speaking of is that resurgence, that growth, especially 2 years before the COVID peak to now. You are both correct. It is growing, it's advancing, it is getting its own identity. Jamaica Carnival, a la 20 to 30 years ago, which was, I don't even know what proper adjective to use, beautifully marshaled and represented by Byron Lee and the Dragonaires, among others. The Bacchanal family are massive, of course, shout out to them. That was a whole different ballgame. So it's a new look Carnival in Jamaica, new experiences. However, we're finally realizing one thing for sure, that, as I said at the top of the segment, Carnival is now embracing each nation and island's music within Soca and Calypso.
Better together.
So the sprinkling of the dancehall is there. In St. Lucia, Tenere is now seen as Carnival music.
That's Carnival music.
Yeah,
Carnival music.
Hey, I appreciate good music.
There's bouillon.
Bouillon. I just love the word alone.
Bouillon the road in Jamaica, you know?
Yeah.
Bouillon.
Hey, if you're under 30 in Jamaica, that is all they listen to in Jamaica.
Yeah.
So the music is just one thing, but the growth, and Jamaica has one natural unfair bias. Look on any map. Where's Jamaica? Smack center of the Western Hemisphere.
Love
South
that.
America, Central America, North
Right
America,
there.
the Caribbean. Jamaica is right there. 2 major airports, so bigger things coming. Sir Edmund Bartlett and team saying that it is a huge cash cow. Billions, we're talking about 4 billion Jamaican dollars for Carnival in Jamaica, and it's grown in the past 2 years. So shout out to Carnival in Jamaica. Shout out to all the stakeholders that made it possible. And shout out to you at home.
Yeah.
Thank
We're
you.
masquerading with us.
Thank you.
It is phenomenal.
It's big business.
If you haven't experienced it, it is, when it comes to Carnival, always about your experience. You can listen to get your reviews, whatever, but you need to make sure that you are there so you can have your taste of
And viewers, you know, the reason I'm on this show is to keep these two gentlemen in check. And, you know, if it's up to them, they will relive Carnival 2025 they'll go on and on and on. But I have to tell you, you know, it has been a good time hanging out with you. That's all the time we have for today's show, team. But of course, you know, we will be back for another season. Yes, our special has come to an end. Would you all like to say bye?
No, I'm not saying bye. I'm saying hi.
Yes.
Summer, June. No. June and July and August. What we have?
Crop over start already.
We have St. Lucia.
Yeah,
man.
Crop over.
Who else?
Don't forget crop over.
Grenada.
Grenada's going on. Spice Mask.
Overseas. Big Foreign.
Big Foreign.
Big Foreign. No, we know it's Miami yet.
Notting Hill. Yeah,
Notting Hill. Maple syrup.
Caribana.
Jeez, I'm a Canadians.
My Canadians, yes.
Me.
You're so sorry. Yeah, Caribanas.
So,
So we'll be back.
Yeah. Trust me, we got a lot.
At this point in time, I'd like to say hello to Smirnoff and KFC, our partners and sponsors. Loop. We have places to go because the fans want it.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you.
we're
again.
ready.
Well, we're signing out for now, but we'll be back really soon. Take care.